So he's just suggested something called the tissue challenge.
Yes.
That doesn't sound right to me, mate, I'll be honest.
The tissue's already used.
Oh,
You don't
this isn't
got
getting
to
any
use the
better.
tissue. There's a tissue in the gorse. You don't normally see a tissue in the gorse. And photography is about capturing the moment. So we could capture the moment of the tissue and see if snotty tissue in nature could do better than average phone photo on Instagram.
You can do that. I'm not.
Last week I went out to vlog for the first time, and if you haven't seen what a complete nightmare that was, here's a little reminder, and I'll leave a link up here so you can watch the whole thing if you want to.
Well, it's gone a complete disaster so far. Oh God. Give me a lens error. You know when things are going bad and you end up shooting on your phone as a backup? That's my day.
So having made all the wrong decisions and choices the first time around, I decided to head out again on another landscape photography adventure with my mate Stricky.
No win today.
No.
How about that for a victory?
Well, last week in a vlog that people will probably never see,
They might see mine.
they might see yours.
Yeah, why not?
Yours is better.
The first one's going to be terrible anyway.
Wow.
No one's going to watch the first one.
It's like,
That needs to be there so that someone asks you an interview while you're eating some hot wings, so they dig it up and be like, so about this crap one. I planned this through.
it's like your first sexual experience. Set a new low bar, so that from there you can only get better.
You'd think I'd have learned a lot from that first time failure and sorted my shit out for the next adventure. You thought wrong.
We're going to do a little behind the scenes here of this is how you prepare to vlog.
Badly.
Badly.
Too much gear. I've got 3 cameras, 2 lenses, no idea what I'm doing.
There's no lack of kit.
There's no lack of kit. My problem is the knowledge, because I just don't have the confidence in vlogging with a camera with no flip out screen. So, faith, blind faith it is. Maybe you can just hold the camera for me. Great. Basically, my vlogging bitch.
Vlogging bitch. Wow. Vlogging bitch. Status update. We're going for camera number 2?
Well, we can say 3.
This is your third selection.
Yeah. So I ditched the Sony A7S II.
You ditched Sony.
Well, it doesn't.
Do you realise you're really going to upset people with that?
Everyone's entitled to like whatever camera brand they like. It's not a sports team. You don't have to support them that passionately.
Very true.
Sony doesn't have the flip out screen. The Sony 70D I've got, which does have the flip out screen. There was something wrong with that. Why have I moved that? Oh, because I don't want to keep switching between a vlogging camera and a camera like this that can do 50 frames. So this does 50 frames but has no flip out screen. But we've just tested it. We're going to whack it on auto ISO, see how that works. And the autofocus seems to be tracking
beautifully.
Touch wood.
Yes.
So one big thing he was getting right was the choice of camera. He'd just bought a brand new Canon EOS RP. It's a great camera for vlogging. It's compact, mirrorless, light, and it's got great autofocus. And the footage he was getting looked great. Autofocus, auto ISO, auto audio. He was using all the technology and features of the camera to his advantage to make his own life easier. Meanwhile, there's me, the video pro, trying to do everything on manual like I'm used to when I'm behind the camera. And that camera is a big heavy 7D Mark II.
You've got a bit of tremble.
Look at the tremble going. I'm going to have to
Do you
stabilise
need
that.
another just to steady your nerves?
Hang on a minute. Hang on. How's that? Still heavy. It's still heavy, and now I'm not
That's
done.
the thing. I'm thinking from the lens, then you've got more of a. There's so much
Let me do 2 hands. Is that better?
salt spots.
I'm going to look like a right wally. This is working great, right? I've no idea how's this going to turn out.
There were other more nature-based challenges too, such as finding our cliff path route suddenly blocked by 20 yards of muddy, dirty, slippery, deep, filthy, muddy bog. Don't know how many times I said muddy, but it was very muddy.
I don't know how much I want a piece of that. Like, not much.
And one of us hadn't come prepared.
Well, we could get back to that spot and just do all of our talking to camera bits.
Is this because you haven't brought suitable footwear?
No, it's nothing to do with that. Might be partly to do with that.
I'm not going to go through it if you're not coming after me.
Like we could kind of gutter ball it.
What is gutter ball?
Like what we're doing here. We one step, like you're right at the edge.
I'm through! I'm falling over!
God damn, I was gonna get a nature shot.
What happened?
Nature was right there. Then nature flew away.
It's the nature of the business.
At this point, in all honesty, I was jealous of Stricky. Jealous of his camera that weighs half of mine, that's 5 years newer, with its full-frame sensor compared to my cropped APS-C, his 26 megapixels compared to my 20, his 4K compared to my 1080, his flip-out screen, his 4,779 focus points compared to my 65. And then I found out something else.
If you've got focus peaking on that, I'm going to have to buy one.
I think it's one of the features they took out.
Oh! I'm going to Google it.
Is focus peaking enough of a point to put you off of a camera?
No. I'm so used to working with the Sony A7S II and use the focus peaking on that because my eyes are crap that I now rely on it quite a lot. So now when I'm using my Canon without focus peaking, I don't, again it's having faith in stuff. I don't have faith in my eyes
Yeah.
to have faith in that.
Yeah.
But Stricky wasn't fussed about focus peaking, he's happy in auto.
My theory on the EOS R is Jesus take the wheel. And it does it.
And then Stricky realised he hadn't brought something rather important.
There's no coat.
Didn't bring a coat
No, it was
to shoot on the cliffs at sunset.
It was
when
bring
it's dark.
that camera or the coat.
I'd brought a coat. Something more.
I'm not. I've got gloves though, so I'm not just gloved.
So you've got no coat and the most inappropriate shoes. But you look great.
Success?
We'll wait and see.
Yeah.
Let's open them up in Lightroom, aren't they?
I'm undecided.
It was a beautiful backdrop, just not sure I got any amazing images. Did get thorn stuck in me though.
Wow.
It's cold.
Do you wish you brought a coat?
40 minutes ago, no.
You do realise you've now got about a half-hour walk back to the car along the cliff path, temperature dropping.
By the time we got back to the car, it was pitch black and we'd packed all the gear away to keep it safe, so we headed to the nearest light and filmed a little sign-off video against the car park sign with a knife phone. Video professional.
So today, I felt like we learnt a lot about vlogging and the best settings for vlogging, and I feel like I've got a little bit more confidence in the gear and how it works.
Confidence is key.
Confidence is key.
It absolutely is. Yeah. Absolutely is. That's from the golf days. That's what that is. Just look at all the best fighters in the world. They come out, they believe they're the king. Probably not.
So we've gone from golfing to boxing.
Yeah. Go back again if you want.
Brilliant.
If you want more wisdom and insight like this,
Just do your process. Enjoy your process and carry on. If you don't enjoy it, don't do it.
That's the kind of wisdom you're offering. If you don't enjoy it, don't do it.
or you want childish banter like this,
So it was the Conor McGregor fight last night, and it lasted 40 seconds. And I was
no
thinking,
shame in lasting 40 seconds.
how would it feel to do something for months of training, and then for it to be over in 40 seconds? Like,
Well, great if you're the winner.
all marvellous metaphors like
Are you
this.
referring to the 2 hours I spent earlier choosing what gear to bring?
I'm not going to say that wasn't enjoyable, like it was. It's like watching a mechanic fiddle with his nuts.
Then head to Stricky's channel. The link's below.
And I'd like to make it clear, I don't want you to mislead people and think that we're the same height.
No.
You are pointing out that you're like stood on a
I'm slightly
3
higher.
foot. Verge.
It's so sore.
Oh, and if you like and subscribe, I will undoubtedly love you forever. See you next time.
Rumbled. Absolutely rumbled. Nowhere to hide.
My friend in Greece. I've got to go out and do some filming in Greece.
You've got to.
He's trying to call me to talk about plane tickets.
That's terrible.
I'm
if
on
you
the
really
cliff
have to.
path, and I just wanted to show him where I was.